Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Machete Monday. Today we have this thing. All right, it is interesting to say the least. It has a bunch of stuff stamped on it. It says MOB, Ever Sharp. It has the Gavilan Eagle on it right here. It says Made in Colombia for MOB England, original British steel. It's got a sticker that says all those same things on it. Now, as I'm looking at these fullers, you can see that this was stamped out. Maybe those fullers were stamped into the blade whenever they stamped this piece of steel out, and this was drawn out into this particular shape here. Now, this shape has some scalloping to it, and I don't know if that's just a result of them drawing it out, which it very well could be. There's also a little bit of a kick back over to this side. I'm having a tendency to want to believe that scalloping is for a reason. Now, we have a bunch of Johnson grass right here. We have some old leftover corn. This stuff is not going to be hard to cut at all, but I have to make, I'm gonna turn you guys around here real quick. Make myself a little path so I can see my feet, because these ditches that I have to delineate, well, it was cold last night and it's warming up. So that's when the nose shoulders get to moving around, and I kind of like to be able to see my feet. This Johnson grass is no problem. It's feeling like this thing is cutting much easier in one direction. It doesn't feel like it's that scallop that's going on. You guys in the comments are definitely going to let me know if that's intentional or if this blade actually has a certain purpose. But yeah, once you get used to it, this thing's making pretty quick work of all this stuff. I'm getting on back here. I don't even know how far I am from y'all. I'm like 20 feet, maybe 30 feet from y'all. Now, if you see on my hip right here, oh yeah, the Bodark tool. I'll be carrying this one around a little bit today. I have to stand corrected with Bodark tool and the parang as a whole. I was under the impression that this particular style of knife was just a parang. Someone corrected me in the comments section on the Bodark Hunter's Golok parang, and parang is a Malaysian word or some kind of Asian word for machete. So parang can mean everything from a Golok to, you know, a smaller knife. I was being a bit British steel. I was being a bit cheeky about parang, and that wasn't really a machete. Well, the definition of parang is a machete. Now, I've got about 60 something acres to delineate, and I've actually got to get to work. So we'll find something harder along the way. Well, guys and gals, I tried to get y'all a video on Monday, but today is Tuesday. We started off yesterday in a farm field with a bunch of Johnson grass, and well, that was all we had yesterday. But today we're on some old planted pine and some hardwood growth. We've got some Yopon holly here, and let's see, yeah, Yopon holly, some water oak, some Smilax auriculata, some earleaf greenbrier. It's a funky blade, man. You got to get used to this bend that's in that blade. I don't know if it's coming through on this video or not, but that scalloping from where they drew this out is definitely different. It's probably not intended for this kind of work. So, I'm trying to give these things a fair shake and put them to the test as to what they should actually be used for, right? But yeah, you could get used to this. It's cutting. It's big in the hand. It's definitely big in the hand, but it's cutting. There's a big old funk nasty piece of something. Ooh. Yeah. All right, so we're hitting ground. There's some persimmon right there, hitting ground, and we've got iron rock in the ground over here. And it looks like our edge is still holding up. I think we're gonna have to just go find some fat wood. So these are the parts of my day that you usually don't see. You're tied to a tree right now, so if you start wiggling, I'm sorry. So I've been swinging this Yamaha today, this boat art tool, the Parang. I'm giving it another try. Well, and we're definitely in some jungly kind of stuff, man. It's a good little knife. It's heavy enough where it has the weight to break through the dead stuff, and it is sharp, buddy. I touched it up on a 1x30 at the house, and a file won't touch it. This steel is so sharp, or it's so hard, excuse me. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna get back to bushwhacking. Yeah. We're going that way. A little bit of hard work. A few scrapes and cuts. Look at that, you don't get to see that every day. Well, everybody doesn't get to see that every day. Those are carnivorous plants, pitcher plants. I'd be willing to bet. And we got a power line easement right here. Let's see if we can get out of here. Let me out. I bet we got some other carnivorous plants in this stuff. Probably some, yep, there's some right there. There's some sundew. There's another species of sundew. That's pretty cool. See all of its casualties. Focus. Yeah. Pretty neat. All right, so here we are back at the test stump with this sucker. All that planted pine property that I was on, it was amazing that I couldn't really find a piece of fat wood on it, man. I guess they got all the fat wood out of there. Okay, say a prayer. Now it's starting to sing. Ooh, nice and, ooh, we might get a good chunk right there. Yeah. She's got a deep ring to her. Well, that bend isn't getting any better. Can we see it in there? But the edge has held up. It's definitely still crooked this way. But hey, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Super happy about all the new friends that I'm making. We'll see you next time. Ain't no need to write a song. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. We just got to see if it... Short and simple, man. Keep it short and simple.